So I'm gonna do a song full of boggy computer quotes. Guys, seriously, guys, seriously, guys. It's a real sausage fest in here. We need some women. It's a real sausage fest in here. We need some women. Guys, seriously, guys. Guys, seriously, guys. Dumbass, I will cut you into pieces. Dumbass, I will cut you into pieces. Guys, seriously, guys. Guys, seriously, guys. I am powerful. I am strong. And I will give you my fearless roar. Roar! Guys, seriously, guys. Guys, seriously, guys. My town was attacked by the Hawks. Who the hell are the Hawks? I've never heard of them. Who the hell are the Hawks? I've never heard of them, and this pisses me off. Guys, seriously, guys. Guys, seriously, guys. I've been stranded on this island because my town was attacked by the Hawks. I've been stranded on this island because my town was attacked by the Hawks. Guys, seriously, guys. Guys, seriously, guys. Look on the positive side of things. We all can't live forever. Look on the positive side of things. We all can't live forever. Guys, seriously, guys. Guys, seriously, guys. I am powerful. I am strong. And I will give you my fearless roar. Roar! Roar! I am powerful and I am strong. And I will give you my fearless roar. Roar! Roar! Guys, seriously, guys. Guys, seriously, guys. So that's a song full of boggy quotes that we wrote and he, said on the computer when we were younger. Last but certainly not least, assuming, it's very similar. One of the boggy quotes is very similar to Katy Perry's song Roar. Assuming Boggy knows Katy Perry, I wrote that quote for Boggy years ago and they know it. So that was me who wrote that quote. I wrote Roar, damn it. Give me writing credit. I wrote, the quote goes, I am powerful, I am strong, and I will give you my fearless roar. Roar! It was like a sound bite on like Microsoft Sound Recorder. Roar! Guys, seriously, guys. So let me do the song that rips me off, Katy Perry Roar. No, I'm not gonna perform that song. I should get writing credit for that. I wrote the fucking chorus. Put me and they know it. They know it. They know it. God damn it! Put me on the fucking writing credit for that song. Somebody asked me what did I eat for lunch. I had chicken nuggets for lunch. Put me on the writing credit to Roar because I wrote that fucking chorus and they know it. But then again, do I really want to be on the right? Well, nuggets, chicken nuggets, man. They were pretty good. I had it with some special sauce. It was pretty good, man. I wrote the chorus to Roar, and they know it. Damn it. That's my ticket to riches and fame, getting on the writing credit for that one. Let's see who wrote that song. Katy Perry Roar. Realize this ideas of reference. It's just a coincidence. That song is similar to a Boggy quote. It's just a coincidence. It's an ideas of reference. Katy Perry does not know Boggy, and there's no secret here. But assuming Katy Perry dated Boggy, which there's no evidence of this. I just suspect it. Well, I wrote fucking that chorus, so. Do Right by Andrew. Give me writing credit to that one. I think the Boggy quote goes, I am powerful, I am strong, and I will give you my fearless roar. Roar! That's the quote. I wonder if my brother still has that soundbite. I'll bring him to like intellectual court and try suing for writing credit. It was a smash hit, wasn't it? Did it go to number 1? Did Katy Perry Roar go to number 1? Yeah, it did. So damn it, I should have money for that one. Dave says he has YouTube Music. I don't think I have any proof, though. I mean, they know I wrote that, assuming Boggy dated Katy Perry. They know I wrote that, but I don't really have any proof. So you'll just have to take me at my word, but I swear to you, that's a Boggy quote. A Boggy quote written by me. Always doing laundry, man. Do I still have cake left? That's a good question. I don't actually know the answer to that. So, I mean, that begs the question, well, did anybody really like me? And, maybe the answer is no. Maybe the answer to that question is nobody liked me. Boggy didn't even like me. I was always of the impression Boggy did like me, though, but maybe I was mistaken. Maybe Boggy Eric and so on, they all hated me. I don't know. Maybe everybody literally hated me. Maybe I like genuinely had no friends. Like maybe everybody was laughing at me, bullying me, dehumanize. Maybe like literally everybody was like, maybe I literally had zero friends. Somebody says Alex Ice. Well, no, Alex Ice was not my buddy. Alex Ice was sexual danger. Alex Ice was a sexual predator. Who? He believed in me. Well, he believed in me, but So nobody liked me? So literally nobody liked me. Somebody says they all did like me until they didn't. What does that mean, Dave? What does that mean, Dave? They all did like me until they didn't. Like I was initially their buddy, but in I don't know, man. Well, I mean, if it's any excuse for what it's worth, I mean, I was getting really sadistically and badly bullied at school. So if I was a bully, Tabagi and so on, um, if it's any excuse, I was literally getting badly bullied. But obviously, I know I once said to Ed, obviously how badly the bullies in middle school and even high school, for that matter, affected me. And a lot of my brother's friends, and maybe I was, obviously, the I am powerful, I am strong. I'm going to give you my fearless roar. I mean, obviously that was kind of intended to be a little bit of a bullying quote. Let's just call a spade here. But I mean, as I got older, I did like Boggy. We got Buffalo Wild Wings, together. I didn't really consider him my enemy. And I thought, obviously the bullying I did to him paled in comparison to what the middle school bullies did to me. I mean, at least based on my impression. So. So this is nobody is bullying me anymore. Fair enough. So I think they wanted a narrative about me that I was a bad guy, but I was really getting badly bullied in school, like really badly. I don't know. And that's assuming Boggy and Katy knew Katy Perry and wrote that song, in a critical way when it came to me. That's just an assumption I'm coming to here. I mean, somebody says nobody wrote that song. Well, I think it did. But first off, the first assumption I would have to come to here is Boggy dated Katy Perry, and I don't have any objective evidence that that's true, or knew Katy Perry. That's the first thing we would have to. That's the first thing that would have to, sync up here. And if Boggy knew Katy Perry, then. And it was based, and that song was based on the quote where I was kind of bullying Boggy, having him say, "I am powerful, I am strong, I will give you my fearless roar." Roar! Well, then I basically wrote the chorus to Roar. Somebody says, how likely is that? I'm assuming not likely. Because to my knowledge, Boggy doesn't know Katy Perry. Are there hidden realities here? Like, what are the hidden realities? Is the hidden reality when it comes... Well, obviously, when it comes to, posting as Boggy on Audio and Anarchy, that really wasn't my choice. That was more, Ed doing that. He was posting as me. I don't know. That really wasn't. I mean, that really wasn't my fault. In fact, I often posted pictures of myself. So I mean that was Ed's fault. Let's call a spade here. I'll take accountability for the Roar thing, though. Mustard Tiger says there's only one reality, and what would that reality be? And what would that reality be, Mustard Tiger? All right, let me do the Boggy quote song again. Why not? Guys, seriously, guys. Guys, seriously, guys. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it anymore. I did it enough. So did Boggy not work at like Lifetime Fitness? Was he lying to me when we were getting Buffalo Wild Wings? Was there a secret there? So is the whole Buffalo Wild Wings thing a fucking troll? Yeah, we basically would go out to Buffalo Wild Wings with Eric and Boggy, Chris. So he wasn't my friend. Like literally, I would go out, from 2016 for many years. I would go out to eat with Boggy and Eric, and we'd get Buffalo Wild Wings once a week, and that was my fucking social life. And that and Dr. Garrett, that was fucking it. That was my fucking life for years before meeting people in New York City. So they weren't even fucking genuinely my friends. They were fucking bullying me. Yeah, also known as the Swell Boys. Yeah. So fucking nobody liked me. I don't know. I mean, maybe I could have been a little nasty to them when I was younger. I was under the impression they liked me though. I didn't do anything. I mean, when we got into adulthood, I didn't necessarily do anything to them.
What's the worst thing I did? I mean, maybe I get a little physical. I don't know. I don't really. To be honest, I don't really remember I mean. I remember being a little bit of a jerk to Chris, but I was getting really bullied in school at the time. I don't know. I mean, he didn't. I mean, when we got older, I considered us friends. We get Buffalo Wild Wings once a week. I don't know. I didn't consider him my enemy. No, I don't think. I don't think I mean, maybe like punched. Did I punch him? I don't. Maybe I didn't. I don't really remember, to be honest. It's a long time ago. It's the Chris thing. 20 to 25 years ago. I mean, to be honest, I don't really remember. I remember being nasty. I remember the roar thing. Having him do, I am powerful, I am strong, and I will give you my fearless roar. And he went, roar! And I would send that to people and would kind of bully him with that clip. I mean, so, I mean, I mean, that was true. When was the last time I saw him? Well, maybe a year ago. We got Buffalo Wild Wings. To be honest with you, I haven't really seen him since 2020. February 2020 was pretty much the end of getting wings and shit with him. I got the exact date. Basically COVID pretty much killed that. Apparently, he's a roommate of my brother's, and they live in Babylon. Apparently. Maybe it's a lie, though. Maybe everything's a fucking lie. Maybe they're all lying to me. Yeah, pretty much the end of getting was February 27th, 2020. That was the last time we really truly got Buffalo Wild Wings, right before COVID. And COVID pretty much killed it. Afterwards, we never resumed. So I basically have sat in solitary. I don't know. Well, somebody asked me, maybe he's partners with your brother. I don't know. I mean, it's certainly. I mean, it's a suspicion. I mean, but maybe he's dating. Maybe he's dating Katy Perry, and maybe my brother's getting women too. I don't know. I haven't talked to my brother in years too. I don't really know what goes on in their personal life, to be honest with you. Maybe they're dating. Maybe Boggy's dating Katy Perry, and my brother is dating God knows who. Somebody asked me, did I think my brother is a little bit light on his? I don't know what I honestly don't know. To my knowledge, my brother has never had a girlfriend, but I don't know what he does. I haven't talked to him in years, so maybe he has had a girlfriend. I don't know. I literally don't know what goes on in his personal life, so. I don't want to get into my brother. I don't want to talk about my brother too much. I don't know. They desire no relationship. He desires no relationship with me. And that's fine. That's fine. If you know what I mean? You can't force somebody to want a relationship with you. But, like, let's say, yeah, it is what it is, man. Somebody says it's more likely that Boggy and my brother are dating than Boggy dating Katy Perry and my brother dating. I don't really know. Apparently, they're roommates in Babylon. Apparently, but they could be fucking lying to me. Everybody could be lying and gaslighting me. It could be one big lie. You know, how are things with the parents? I don't know. I don't believe them, and we fight every day. So basically, everybody was successful. Everybody was having the times of their lives, and everybody was excluding me and leaving me in solitary confinement. Like everybody was successful in living life except for me. Like I was the only one in solitary confinement in Joanne Greenberg world, and everybody else was having the time of their lives and partying and having fun. So he says that would have to be a pretty big conspiracy. Do you think it's likely? I have no idea, TB. I have no idea, but I kind of wish. I don't know. All right. Well, it's time for Rusty's favorite part of the day, or favorite 3 times of the day. I mean, like, was I really that bad of a guy? I mean, was I really that much worse than the people who were bullying me? I mean, like, if they were all just like humiliating and bullying, like, was I really that bad of a guy? Like, what the fuck would they like? Why would they do that to me? You know? All right, whatever. Coming to the live stream at this time, standing 6'6" tall, weighing 273 pounds. Andrew, the android Koloski. Wee wah, wee wah, wee wah, wee wah. Ah, you are going down. Somebody says that would have to be a pretty big conspiracy. You know, if Boggy knew Katy Perry and they were all laughing at me and like, and somebody says they've never heard the entrance so deflated. They've never heard, a real. Like, what is the truth here? Like, what is the truth? Somebody says maybe you just need a hug. Yeah, I mean, I think so. But like, if I find out, am I going to be angry? Like, am I going to be like really steaming angry when I find out the truth? Am I going to be just like really enraged? And like some of the really bad things, was that premeditated? Like the really bad things. So this is Joanne Greenberg type shit. Like let's put it this way. I mean, like the really bad shit, was that premeditated? Somebody says, what if you already know the truth, but it doesn't align with your delusions? That's fair. That's a fair point. I'll read to you Dr. Garrett's email yet again because, why not? Dr. Garrett said, your family, me, Dr. Copland have told you the truth many times, but you decline to believe the truth. What is the point of asking again and again if you don't believe what people say? The only truth that you want to hear is a confirmation of your delusional daydreams. In some of your emails, you say that people fear you won't be able to handle the truth, prompting an outburst of rage. It is the case that you are having trouble handling the truth, but it is not the truth you imagine. It is a much simpler truth, but one that you cannot accept, which is that your mind, as your persecutor, has conjured up a daydream world in which you abide because ideas of reference make you too frightened to venture far into the outside world. So he asks me, do I have any? I mean, I got my last session with Dr. Garrett tomorrow. Let me send him an email letting him know. I'm gonna say appointment tomorrow. I'm not gonna make the. I'm just gonna make the email pretty basic. Appointment tomorrow. 7:29. Hello, Dr. Garrett. Do we have a video appointment tomorrow at 2 p.m.? July 29th. It's the final appointment. It's been real and fun. Thank you. You've been a great doctor and help. I wish you all the best. So he says, use a nice tone with him. Was Boggy supposed to be like Dr. Doom? Was he supposed to, pull off the mask and be like Robert Downey Jr. and be like, oh, I'm secretly duping you, or was it just like one big humiliation ritual and they tortured me? Like what was this? Like did it go haywire? Or were they all torturing me? Were they leaving me in Joanne Greenberg world? Like what the hell was this shit? What the hell was this nonsense? And ultimately, even if Boggy does know Katy Perry and dated her or whatever, ultimately, I mean, it is me who's choosing to sit in solitary confinement. Nobody has me at gunpoint in here, Nobody is fucking forcing me to do this. And like, why was like the fucking pop? And you know, like I'm imagining like Tyson Ritter, Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, and so on. They were all humiliating and torturing me. And you know, if the fucking whole pop industry was, it's ideas of reference. If the whole fucking pop industry was writing fucking songs about me, like why? Like why me? Like why would everybody fucking literally focus on me? You know what I mean? That should indicate it's an ideas of reference. If like literally the whole fucking pop industry is writing fucking songs about me, like why? You know what I mean? Like leave me alone. If you want, I mean, if you want to leave me in anonymity, that's one thing. But if you're writing fucking songs about me, like Gives You Hell, Roar, and you're just like all laughing at me, like, well, like what the fuck is this shit? You know what I mean? Or like, do people want me to fucking commit suicide? Like what the fuck is this shit? Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's say Gives You Hell, Roar, and so on were written because of me. Like, and Bad Romance music video and Bad Blood and let's say they're all written about me. But like what the fuck are they trying to do? Is it just one big fucking humiliation ritual? Like what the fuck is this shit? So it's ideas of reference delusions. I'm cycling pretty fast. Well, I mean, at this point, can somebody tell me what the truth is? Well, revert back to the Dr. Garrett email. Revert back to the fucking Dr. Garrett email. They have told you the truth. The truth is your mind is the persecutor. The truth is your mind. Were they trying to give me brain rot and neurological damage? Like what the hell was this? Were they trying to give me brain cancer? Were people trying to kill me? Like what the hell was this? Was, you know, was I don't want to get into what I suspect was like were the really bad things without going into detail because I kind of can't discuss it. But were the really bad things a conspiracy and premeditated? I need to realize no. The truth is your mind is the persecutor. You need medication. There was no humiliation ritual. There was no conspiracy. There was no group of gang stalkers. My chains are internal, not maternal. Do I remember what my first persecutory thought was and when was it? Well, I certainly remember 2011 getting the sexual abuse delusions about my father, which led to hospitalizations. I certainly, would I certainly remember in January 2011 getting delusions that my father sexually abused me, which led to psychiatric hospitalizations. I mean, I certainly remembered that. Did I get persecutory delusions before that? I mean, I would like get paranoid. Boggy, for example, stole my train ticket and was laughing at me and bullying. Like I would get delusions that people were, bullying me, kind of. But not anything. And Boggy didn't steal my train ticket. He had no. I mean, he didn't want a fucking train ticket to fucking Stony Brook. Like that didn't happen. It was a delusion. That was kind of like a persecutory thing. Why would Boggy wouldn't steal from me? So if I discover the secrets, how bad are they, and how angry will they make me? I mean, did anybody notice persecutory delusions before 2011? I mean, obviously, the one example I just cited there with the stolen train ticket was an example of thinking people were, bullying me when they weren't. But the sexual abuse one was so over the top that you kind of couldn't, ignore it. They literally hospitalized me because of that one. Oh, I was in and out of the hospital all throughout 2011. In fact, I was even hospitalized on my birthday for a month. Did they know it was schizoaffective back then? Yeah, I mean, people were toying with the schizoaffective diagnosis. Some people also thought it could have been bipolar 1. So yeah, some people. I was diagnosed back then as schizoaffective. However, it was revised to bipolar 1, then was revised back to schizoaffective. It seems like a lot of people are settling on schizoaffective disorder. But that they did say back in 2011 they thought I was schizoaffective. Yes. My mother didn't want to accept it though. She was trying to say, "Oh, it's OCD. He's really OCD," But yeah, it was schizoaffective. He's just really OCD. He's really obsessive compulsive. That was my mother's narrative. No, I definitely have obsessive OCD tendencies, like germophobia and things that I do ritualistically, obsessively. So yeah, I think I do have OCD. I mean, however, a lot of people do. I know lots of people who have OCD. So it's really, that's really not the main problem here. The main problem here isn't the OCD. The main problem is basically the persecutory delusions. You know what I mean? So OCD is pretty common, as they say. So basically, there are like obsessive things. I could go on a med for OCD, but I want to be medication free. I think they tried. It was Celexa, an OCD med. Celexa. Let's see what that is. No, that treats depression. Let's see, OCD meds. I was on an OCD med at one time in the hospital. I know initially when I first went into the hospital, my mom was saying Andrew's OCD medications. My mother was saying Andrew's OCD, and he has anxiety. Before, yes, Celexa. Yeah, they put me on Celexa, and for OCD. But turns out it wasn't OCD. Well, it was, but there was more to it than that. It wasn't just OCD. So he says, when I started to Abilify for a while, I'm drinking a lot of coffee and taking caffeine pills recently because Abilify makes me so tired. And I think that's what's making me, get a little sick here. All right, guys. So, hopefully it gets better. So, do you guys think, obviously, Boggy knowing, pop stars is a delusion? Do you think Roar being written about me is a delusion, or do you think that's actually the truth? So he says, I think there are delusions. All right, fair enough. Yeah, somebody asked me, can I ask you a question? Sure, you can. And I won't take it the wrong way. I mean, it depends how bad the question is. I use kid gloves here. But yeah, you can ask me a question. Go for it. Shoot. I mean, no, don't say something too fucking brutal, TV. Somebody asked me, do I think I am so desperate to be famous that even bad fame, being undermined by pop stars, is better than no fame? I don't think, I mean, maybe it's not necessarily famous. Maybe it's, I mean, obviously I do have a desire to be rich and famous, and I want to be a movie star and a pop star and stuff. But I think ultimately I'm just sitting in solitude. I have no friends, and the source of my self-esteem is daydreaming I'm an important person. So it's not necessarily famous necessarily. It's a desire for interpersonal relationships and somebody to communicate with me and love me and talk to me and value me. It's more just seeking somebody to love me basically. It's not necessarily a desire for fame. It's a desire for somebody to love me basically. You know what I mean? although I do want to be famous, although I do want to be rich, although I do want to be in movies, it's more of a desire to not be alone, to be out of solitude, to get out of Joanne Greenberg fantasy land, to have real relationships, basically. You know what I mean? Somebody says, I think you could get known for your art, but you'd have to talk to. What I don't. I would have to. I would have to hook up with Deborah and get my stuff in art galleries, and I guess so. I don't know. I feel deflated and defeated lately. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to necessarily give up, and actually, maybe I should give up when it comes to the social media addiction. But you know, I'm kind of like, you know, ready to fucking tap out, so to speak. I mean, I don't know what that means. I'm not gonna I'm not suicidal, but I'm just defeated and deflated and depressed. I mean, maybe passive suicidal ideation. No, I'm not. I'm not suicidal, but I'm like, I feel like the magic is gone, so to speak. Somebody says, chin up, chin up. It's going to get better. Yeah, I think basically, Dr. Garrett basically says it boils down to wanting to be loved, feeling unloved, feeling like you have no friends, feeling like nobody genuinely really fucking likes you, and just wanting to be loved. That's really what this boils down to. Feeling like your parents don't hear you and they treat you like a burden. Basically, just nobody loves me, and the source of my self esteem is daydreaming, pop superstars, and people care about me when nobody seems to. You know, the source of my self esteem is living in a fucking Joanne Greenberg fantasy world on social media. That's basically what this is. No friends, nobody's listening to me at home. I'm left in solitary confinement, alone in my head. That's basically what this fucking is. I never promised you a rose garden by Joanne Greenberg. That's what this shit is. So, I mean, change it, go to mental health recovery groups, go anywhere, really. Socially engage, develop interpersonal relationships, find love. To quote Gary Burr, love is out there, but you have to go get it. It's not going to come to you. Somebody says, obviously, I have the desire to be rich and famous, and I think money and fame would solve a lot of my problems. However, obviously, Dr. Garrett feels, obviously, a comfortability, being able to walk around relatively anonymous would probably be the healthiest thing for me. Imagine going from nobody caring you exist, being left in solitary confinement, nobody really even giving a shit if you die, to everybody obsessed with you. Imagine going from one extreme to the other immediately. That would kind of be a real nightmare for me. It'd probably really end like Kurt Cobain, probably. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I have no idea what the fame lifestyle is, but imagine going from one extreme, nobody giving a shit you even if you die, to everybody obsessed with you, you know? So, I mean, obviously, I think Dr. Garrett feels, obviously that the healthiest way to be would be successful, but not being able to walk around the city without anybody knowing who you are. That would probably be healthy for me. Obviously having money, having success, but not everybody knowing who I am. Imagine going from like nobody giving a shit if I even die to like everybody obsessed with me, like being like as famous as the Beatles. That'd be a real nightmare for my mental health. And in fact, it would be a little scary. It would probably end like, yeah, disastrously. Probably, I don't know. I don't know what that's like. I have no idea what that's like. But yeah, maybe we should try the experiment. Let's go. Let's transform me. Nobody even giving a shit I exist to so famous I can't even walk around. I'm as famous as the Beatles. Nobody even giving a shit if I die. To I'm as famous as like the fucking Beatles. So let's try that experiment. So he says, work hard, get better, get a realistic job at like a psychosocial clubhouse or a mental health recovery group, and enjoy my life, You don't need to be as famous as John Lennon or Paul McCartney. I have a feeling, and this is just a feeling, like I said. I don't know what Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, and Katy Perry go through, but I have a feeling if I did get super famous, it'd probably be disastrous for me. Right? Or maybe it would be fun. I don't know. Some people say money can solve your problems and it would make your life a lot easier and you'd be happy and everybody would be desiring you. Or maybe I'd feel like nobody genuinely liked me. Nobody genuinely cared about me. Everybody was just using me. In fact, that's kind of how I feel now. I feel like people are just not genuinely my friend. They just like me because I'm a cool artist, Like I kind of feel that way now in a way, like with the new friends that are emerging. I mean, I like them and I like them a lot, but I don't know. I don't know why I feel like. I mean, I feel like prior to 2016, I felt like people could genuinely be my friend. However, now I feel like everybody is just using me in some way. Nobody is genuinely my friend. I don't know. Even people that I am supposedly good friends with, I feel like have ulterior motives in some way. I feel like nobody is really genuinely my friend. And I mean, that's fine. I mean, it's better to have, or maybe they are genuinely my friend. Maybe nobody has any ulterior motives here. Maybe they aren't just using me because I'm a cool artist, I mean, there was a time when I would open my heart to people. I mean, there was a time when I would just just completely, fully immersed, completely trust people, and believe people could genuinely love me, and I genuinely love them. No conditions on the love whatsoever. Like I was really capable of that. Now I feel heartbroken, betrayed. Like everybody's fucking using me, and nobody genuinely likes me, and they just like me because I create cool artwork. That's kind of how I feel, you know? Somebody says, yeez. I'm a rich guy. I don't know. I guess that's what betrayal does to you. You know, if you trust somebody and you unconditionally love somebody, and you find out they're lying and deceiving you, and they betray you in some way, and it can ruin your ability to trust people anymore. It can ruin your ability to trust anybody. Really, it can get to the point where you literally trust nobody anymore. You think everybody's not genuine. It's a really hard thing. Picture this: like, you unconditionally, genuinely trust and love somebody, and you find out they have a secret, and it just ruins your ability to trust anybody, really. You know what I mean? Like, I don't trust my parents anymore. I don't trust anybody anymore. I feel like everybody is just lying, and I just don't trust anybody. This would be a good email to send to Dr. Garrett, or maybe discuss with him tomorrow about how I just don't trust anybody. I think everybody has ulterior motives when it comes to me. This should be good, something good to discuss in therapy. And there was a time I could mindlessly, unconditionally trust and love people, but when you feel betrayed by somebody like you unconditionally and genuinely love, I think it does something to your psyche where you just trust nobody anymore. Hey Miru, how you doing? But try to realize there are people that will genuinely and unconditionally love you, and they have no ulterior motives, and there's no nefarious. Basically, there are genuine good people, but obviously now when you feel betrayed by obviously. This would be a good email to write to Dr. Garrett. Let's write this to Dr. Garrett right now. Let's write this to Dr. Garrett right now. I'm going to say, prior to recent years, I was able to love, trust, and believe in people unconditionally. Prior to recent years, I was able to love, trust, and believe in people unconditionally. Prior to recent years, I was able to love, trust, and believe in people unconditionally. However, I feel betrayed, heartbroken, and now I don't trust anybody anymore. I feel like current friends don't genuinely like me. I feel like they are using me in one way or another. For example, I think they like me because I'm an excellent artist if I didn't have anything to offer, they wouldn't be around. I think getting betrayed does something to your psyche, where I would naive and warmly trust everybody. No, trust certain people. Okay, let's try this again. Prior to recent years, I was able to love, trust, and believe in people unconditionally. However, I feel betrayed, heartbroken, and now I don't trust anybody anymore. I feel like current friends don't genuinely like me. I feel like they are using me in one way or another. For example, I think they like me because I'm an excellent artist. If I didn't have anything to offer, they wouldn't be around. I think getting betrayed does something to your psyche. I used to naively and warmly trust people. Now I'm a lot more guarded and kind of trust nobody anymore. Prior to recent years, I was able to love, trust, and believe in people unconditionally. However, I feel betrayed, heartbroken, and now I don't trust anybody anymore. Now I'm a lot more... Okay, let's try this again. Prior to recent years, I was able to love, trust, and believe in people unconditionally. However, I feel betrayed, heartbroken, and now I don't trust anybody anymore. I feel like current friends don't genuinely like me. I feel like they are using me in one way or another. For example, they like me because I'm an excellent artist. If I didn't have anything to offer, they wouldn't be around. I think getting betrayed does something to your psyche. I used to naively and warmly trust people. Now I'm a lot more guarded. What would you guys include in this? Okay, some people laugh at the idea of people being my friends because I'm an excellent artist. Maybe they aren't using me and genuinely like me. Maybe I need to let love back into my life. Maybe I've been heartbroken for a long time. It's Okay, so here's my email. Prior to recent years, I was able to love, trust, and believe in people unconditionally. However, I feel betrayed, heartbroken, and now I don't trust anybody anymore. I feel like current friends don't genuinely like me. I feel like they are using me in one way or another. For example, they like me because I'm an excellent artist. If I didn't have anything to offer, they wouldn't be around. I think getting betrayed does something to your psyche. I used to naively and warmly trust people. Now I'm a lot more guarded. Some people laugh at the idea of people being my friends because I'm an excellent artist. Maybe they aren't using me, and maybe they genuinely like me. Maybe I've been heartbroken for a long, long time and need to let love back into my life. And this is one of Dr. Natural's final emails. Okay, there you go. Maybe he will reply, maybe he won't. Regardless, it's sent. Yeah. Yeah, and and that, my friends, will be the end of this live stream. Adios, amigos and amigas. Am I happy with that email? I don't know. I guess so. Adios, guys.